Hi everyone, Chetana here from Yoga for the Soul Retreats, coming live from the Northern Beaches in Sydney, and I hope you're all well today, wherever you may be. It would be really great just to know if you can hear and see me clearly. So once I know that's happening, I will move into the practice. Hi Kate, hope you're well. Can you just let me know if you can see and hear me clearly? That would be fabulous. Just maybe press a like button, then I'll know. Maybe you can't hear me, Kate. I'm not getting any response. Technology, hey? Oh, yep, you can hear me. Fabulous. Great. Thank you. Okay. So this week we're following on from a couple of weeks ago, and that was all about abdominal breathing. So I'm going to, week from week, build on the pranayama practices, the breathing techniques. So as I touched on in our last session, that the place to start is always just tuning into where you are at any given point in time. So observing the natural breath, the natural qualities to the breath, whether they're deep or shallow, fast, slow. And if you tend to find that your breath's sitting up higher in the chest around this area, that quite often can relate to stress and anxiety. So a healthier breath is when it's sitting low in the abdomen. So if you do find it's up here, just consciously having that intention to drop it into the abdomen is the place to start. So that's the practice we're going to do today. I would suggest if you can lie down, come down on your back, use supports under the knees if you need to for the lower back, and just get yourself comfortable. If you are going to sit, just sit in a chair where your weight's even through the buttocks and your feet are flat on the floor. And you may like to place the back of one hand, maybe the left hand, into the palm of your right hand. And in the practice of abdominal breathing, it's actually the diaphragm muscle that becomes activated. So when we breathe in, we've got a mushroom-like muscle that sits up under the rib cage. And as we breathe in, it extends down, expanding the abdomen. And when we exhale, this recoils back down and up under the rib cage. So it's the action of the diaphragm muscle that allows us to do the abdominal breathing. And on the inhalation, with the expansion of the abdomen, it's actually triggering a neuroreceptor in the abdominal wall, sending a message to the brain to relax, activating our parasympathetic nervous system. So it's actually a fabulous practice if you're feeling a bit stressed, anxious, or you just need to regroup, like even just to lie down, do 5 minutes, can restore you if you're feeling tired. So if there's no questions, we might move into the practice. So take the position that you'd like to be in, whether that's going to be on your back, lying comfortably, or sitting in a chair. And so once you're comfortable, just closing the eyes and just check in how you are physically, if the weight is even through the heels, buttocks, shoulder blades are aligned. And if lying, that the back of the head is centered and that there's an alignment, whether sitting or lying, from tailbone along the length of spine, through the neck to crown. And on the next exhalation, consciously soften the jaw, release the root of tongue. And just use the next couple of breaths just to give permission for yourself to fully relax and become present. And feel with each exhalation that every cell of the body is becoming heavier and heavier. And now turn the awareness to the natural flow of breath. And notice the qualities of the breath. Is it deep or shallow? Slow or fast? In the abdomen or around the chest? Observe without judging. Just simply know where you are at this present moment in time. And begin to follow the breath from the moment it enters the nostrils, travels the throat, and enters into the lungs. And on the next exhalation, follow it back out that same pathway. Observing the natural breathing process of the breath. Nose, tip, throat, chest, into abdomen. And feel when it leaves the abdomen, chest, throat, nostrils to nose tip. Maintain this awareness of the natural flow of breath. And on the next inhalation, notice when the abdomen begins to expand and when it begins to lower back down with the out-breath. And if you're lying, bring the right hand and place it on the abdomen, the left hand on the chest. And allow the upper arms to be relaxed on the floor so there's no effort in holding the hands and arms in this position. And feel how the navel and abdomen is rising up on the inhalation and lowering with exhalation. And the right hand is moving with the breath on the abdomen. As the left hand is remaining quite still on the chest. There might be the slightest of movement here. And direct the awareness behind the rib cage. And on the exhalation, as the diaphragm muscle expands down, feel how the abdomen raises up. And on the exhalation, the diaphragm muscle lowers and recoils back up under the rib cage. The abdomen and right hand lowers. And tune into the movement of the diaphragm muscle. Extending down on inhalation. Recoiling back up on exhalation. And allow the awareness to settle at the abdomen, the rising and lowering of abdomen with the breath. And here, introduce a mental count to the breath, from 9 back towards 0. Abdomen breathes in 9. Abdomen breathes out 9. That's one breath, one count. Abdomen breathes in 8. Abdomen breathes out 8. Continue the mental count backwards. If 0 is reached or count is lost, begin again at 9. Maintain the awareness on the abdominal breath and the mental count from 9 back towards 0. The aim isn't to reach 0, but to maintain that awareness on every in and outgoing breath. And dropping the count after the next exhalation. Relax the abdominal breath. And becoming aware of the qualities of the breath now at the end of the practice. Has it become deeper and slower? Has it lowered from chest to abdomen? And has there been any change to how you feel physically, mentally, or emotionally? And begin to extend your awareness into your body. Feel it lying or sitting in contact with the floor. Feel any points of pressure. Feel the expansion and slight compression of your whole body with your breath. And extend your awareness out into the day, connecting with the sounds. Begin to visualize these sounds, invite them in. And bring full awareness into your body, feeling the weight, the length, the width. And start to bring gentle movement into your toes, into your fingers. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. And you may like to bring slight movement into the neck and head. And feel free to have a big stretch if that's what you'd like to do. As we've come to the end of the abdominal breathing practice. So I'm hoping you felt the benefits of that practice. It's a wonderful practice. And although there's more advanced practices in yogic pranayamas, these basic natural breath awareness and abdominal breath are going to be your best friend in life. So put them to use as you need to. And I'm just going to put in a link to share with you a blog on abdominal breathing. And again, there's a downloadable there if you want to download and be supported by an audio at home in your practice. So I'd love to know how you found the practice and let me know any benefits you had. And even if you're live or you're coming and checking in on the video after this is not live, I'd still love to hear from you. So let me know how you found the practice and the teachings and, yeah, what other things you'd like to know. But next week we'll move on to a controlled breath awareness. So thank you very much for joining me. And I'd just actually like to say, if anyone would like to come and join me next month in April, I'm heading to Bali for a relax, rejuvenate, rejoice Bali yoga retreat. So I'll throw the link in there as well in case you're interested, because there are a couple of early bird spots left. So thank you all. See you next week. I'm just going to pop that link in. Oops. Maybe I'll do it when I get off. Okay, bye.